Greetings, this is m squared, and we're going to solve some exponential equations. These are basic exponential equations, but whenever you're solving an exponential equation, which is an equation where x is an exponent, you always want to see if you can get both sides to have the same base. That means, like in this case, a 2 to some power, so you'd want to move that, try to get that 8 to be a 2 to some power. Because our rule says that if a to the x equals a to the y, then x equals y. So if we can get the bases the same, then we can set their exponents equal to each other. So 2 to the third is 8. So if we change 8 to 2 to the third, then our equation will look like this. And we'll put an exponent on the 2 just so it helps us when we get ready to set it equal to each other. Now the rule here for powers of power says that you multiply exponents. So I'm going to say 3 times 2 and 3 times x. So I'll rewrite this again. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times x is 3x. Now I have this, and then we use our rule. And it says if a to the x equals a to the y, then x equals y. So if 2 to the 6 plus 3x equals 2 to the 1, then 6 plus 3x must equal 1. And then it's just a matter of solving for x. So we'd minus 6 from both sides. We get 3x equals negative 5. We divide both sides by 3, and we get x equals negative 5/3. If you go back and put negative 5/3 in there, 2 plus negative 5/3 is 1/3, and 8 to the 1/3 is 2, because remember, 8 to the 1/3 is the same thing as the cubed root of 8, which does indeed equal 2. Let's try this one. What do you think the base will be? If you guessed 3, you're right. 3 is our prime number. It's usually that prime number if it's just hanging around. So we need to write 27 as 3 to some power. Well, if you remember, 3 to the third power is 27. So we rewrite it like that. And we'll put a little 1 by the 3. The power of power rule says to multiply through. So we'll say 3 to the 6x minus 3 is equal to 3 to the 1. And using our rule, we set exponents equal to each other after we get the bases to be the same. So again, we're going to add 3 to both sides. We're going to get 6x equals 4. When we divide both sides by 6, we get x equals, if we reduce, 2/3. If we put 2/3 back in here, this is my check, we'd get 4/3. 4/3 minus 1, or 4/3 minus 3/3 to get a common denominator would be 1/3, and 27 to the 1/3, which you remember over here means cube root, is indeed equal to 3. Okay, let's try this one. The common base will be 5. So we get 5 squared is 25 to the 2x, and over here we have x plus 6. So we multiply. Power of a power means we multiply. So 5 to the 4x is equal to 5 to the x plus 6. Now we can set our exponents equal to each other. 4x equals x plus 6. If we subtract x from both sides, we get 3x equals 6. If we divide both sides by 3, we get x equals 2. And you can check that one on your own. We'll try this one. 6 to the x plus 1. 6 is going to be our base because 36 is 6 squared. So we change that to 6 squared. So we get 6 to the x plus 1 equals 6 to the 2x minus 2. So x plus 1 equals 2x minus 2. If we subtract x from both sides, we get x. If we add 2 to both sides, we get 3. So x equals 3. And although all of these were the kind where you get the same base on both sides, not all exponential equations will be like that, and you have to use sometimes logarithms to solve the other kinds of exponential equations, and that is in a further lesson. So stay tuned. This is M Squared signing out.